Imagine a quiet evening, rain tapping against the window. A man sits alone in a dimly lit room, staring at a small metallic box with a button. His name is Elias, a physicist who has spent his life unraveling the secrets of the quantum world. Tonight, he plans to put one of its most bizarre implications to the test: quantum immortality. Elias had always been fascinated by the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. A cat is placed in a sealed box with a vial of poison, triggered by the decay of a radioactive atom. Quantum mechanics tells us that until observed, the atom exists in a superposition, both decayed and not decayed. So the cat is both dead and alive until someone opens the box. Most people stop there. Elias went further. What if I am the cat? He once asked his colleague. You'd be both dead and alive. No, Elias whispered. I would always be the one who lives. This is the essence of quantum immortality, a strange consequence of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. According to this interpretation, every quantum event splits the universe. In one universe, the cat dies, in another, it lives. Similarly, if Elias were to place himself in a life or death quantum scenario, there would always be a version of him that survives. In that universe, his consciousness would continue. Elias designed a machine linked to a quantum event, a true 50-50 outcome at the subatomic level. If the event went one way, the machine would emit a harmless beep. If it went the other way, it would release a lethal electric shock, instant, painless, no suffering. To everyone else, this was madness, but Elias believed in the many worlds interpretation, not just as theory, but as reality. He believed that in some universes, he would always survive, that his conscious experience would seamlessly flow into the version of himself that lived. Let's see what forever feels like, he said, and pressed the button. From the outside, no one heard the beep, or the silence, or the shock. Elias's machine was private, unobservable, but in his experience, the machine clicked and nothing happened. He checked the readout, survival outcome. Coincidence? Luck. He reset the machine and pressed the button again, and again, and again. Each time, against all odds, he lived. His heart raced. Rationally, he knew this couldn't happen. The chance of surviving 100 iterations was 1 in 2 to the power 100. Impossible. Unless this was the path through the multiverse where he always lived. Unless, from his perspective, death was simply not an option. Years passed. Elias grew reckless. He tested the machine in more dangerous scenarios. Car crashes, chemical toxins. Nothing ever claimed him, not from his perspective, but the world around him changed. Friends wept at his deaths. His body was found over and over, lifeless in universes where the coin flipped the other way. But Elias only continued in the branches where he survived. One day, Elias sat before the machine again, older, weary. The button blinked softly. He hesitated. He realized that immortality might not be about eternal youth or even invincibility, but rather a journey down a narrow, infinite corridor of survival, a path where every other version of himself, every unlucky flip, was left behind. He wondered, was he cheating death or simply becoming something less human? Still, his hand hovered over the button. He pressed it. Quantum immortality isn't something you can prove to anyone else. You, the observer, only experience a thread of events where you remain alive. It's not that you can't die, but in the many worlds view, your conscious experience always continues in the version where you survive. From your perspective, you are the Schrodinger's cat, that never dies. And maybe, just maybe, you're already on that path. After all, how would you know?